Just call her.
White Rivers.
The story begins with an operative named Virtuoso. He is sitting in a room, sniper rifle in hand, waiting to finish his target. We see the target with a woman. As Virtuoso takes aim, he reflects on what it means to live this life. The life of an operative is never easy. He must stay alert at all times. A single lapse in focus could make him the victim instead. An operative must also control his emotions. He cannot feel anything, neither for himself nor for anyone else, because his work is to eliminate people every day. If compassion enters his heart, he will never be able to pull the trigger. Every person has a family. The one you take down also leaves behind loved ones. If you think about that, you'll never be able to do the job. That's why detachment is necessary. After saying this much, Virtuoso fires. The man is gone. Virtuoso is a professional operative. Wherever he goes, he leaves no trace. He cleans the scene thoroughly and disappears. We learn Virtuoso has been in this business for a long time. He is one of the most famous operatives in the world. He has never missed a target. His precision is unmatched. His identity is a secret. No one knows who Virtuoso really is. He lives alone in a small house deep in the forest, far from the city. He avoids people. He avoids women. He believes that if he gets close to anyone, emotions will awaken, and that could destroy him. He spends all his time in isolation. One day, stepping outside, he sees a dog. Virtuoso feeds him. But afterward, he thinks, this too is a connection. Mercy entered his heart, and that's why he fed the dog. He quickly shuts down the thought and returns to his routine. Virtuoso trains every morning. He is in contact with only one man, Mentor. Everyone calls him Mentor. He is the one who gives Virtuoso all his assignments. Mentor was once in the army. The two never meet face to face. Mentor always sends assignments in the most secretive way, and the payments too. They only speak on the phone occasionally, leaving no trace for anyone to follow. Both men value secrecy, which is why they've worked together for so long and carried out countless missions. Virtuoso now receives his new mission. A newspaper arrives, with the name and location hidden in code. Virtuoso deciphers it instantly. This assignment is different. Normally, Virtuoso takes his time to eliminate a target. But this time, Mentor orders him to finish within 48 hours. The target is the CEO of a company, recently released by the court, but in reality, he is a criminal. A powerful party has paid heavily to take him out. The job must be done within 48 hours, and it must look like an accident. No one should suspect he was targeted. After thinking for a while, Virtuoso agrees and begins his work. The next day, he starts shadowing the CEO, watching his every move. Soon, he prepares to strike. Setting up his sniper rifle, he keeps the CEO in his sights. But just as he aims, a child appears. Virtuoso pauses, waiting. Then the CEO's car approaches. Virtuoso fires at the tire. The car loses balance, crashes into a truck, and explodes. Flames engulf the vehicle. The CEO is trapped inside. But there is also a woman with him. Her body catches fire, and she screams in agony. No one is there to save her. Alongside the CEO, she too loses her life. Virtuoso is shaken. He never intended to harm a woman. For the first time, someone has died because of his mistake. The memory haunts him. The woman's screams echo in his mind. Mentor calls him again and again. But Virtuoso cannot bring himself to answer. Virtuoso is still lost in old memories. Days pass in silence. After 2 days, he visits his father's grave. There, Mentor appears. He knew Virtuoso would come. The two begin talking. We learn that Mentor and Virtuoso's father once served together in the army. In fact, Virtuoso's entire family line had been soldiers. Mentor reminds him, you must control your mind. Virtuoso admits, I eliminated a woman who had nothing to do with anything. She was innocent. Hearing this, Mentor begins his own story. When your father and I were in the army, we eliminated many people. Most of them were innocent. But we never felt pain. The government never let us suffer. They praised us, called us good soldiers. So we never felt bad. The business you are in now is the same. You must follow orders. People will fall either way. Not all of your targets are guilty. Some will be innocent. That's how the world has always been. We've always eliminated people. Sometimes we were respected for it. Sometimes rejected. But in both cases, people were gone. After saying this, Mentor steps closer to Virtuoso. Virtuoso pulls out a knife. Mentor immediately understands. Virtuoso has changed. He is no longer the operative he once was. Now he questions things. He questions himself. He has grown softer inside. He will not be able to eliminate people like before. This is not the Virtuoso Mentor knew. Mentor realizes he cannot rely on him anymore. He says little, only, "I'll call you." Then he leaves. Virtuoso returns home. After some time, the phone rings. It is Mentor. He says, "I want you to come to my office." Virtuoso prepares and goes. Mentor tells Virtuoso, "We have a very big job. You must take out a man. But we don't have much information about him." He hands Virtuoso a paper. On it is written White River, along with the address of a diner. The time, 5:30. Virtuoso agrees. He returns home, gathers all his tools, and sets out. On the way, he stops at a gas station. There he notices a beautiful girl smiling at him. Virtuoso does nothing. Then he sees a couple, the boy scolding the girl harshly. The girl looks distressed. Virtuoso asks her, "Should I drop you somewhere?" She replies, "No. I don't know where I want to go." Virtuoso leaves. He arrives at the diner. As soon as he enters, suspicion fills his mind. He doesn't know who White River is, so he studies everyone carefully. A man sits alone, reading a newspaper, the loner. Another man, John, is there with his girlfriend. Then Virtuoso's eyes fall on the same girl he saw at the gas station. She is the waitress here. Virtuoso takes a seat and orders coffee. While drinking, he observes everyone closely. But nothing becomes clear. Then the sheriff of the city enters. He greets people and starts talking to them. Virtuoso wonders, could this policeman be White River? He must pay equal attention to everyone to uncover the truth. Time passes. Virtuoso realizes something is wrong. He leaves the diner and waits in his car. One by one, people exit. First the sheriff. Then Johnny. Finally, the loner. The loner gets into his car. Virtuoso decides to follow him. His suspicion grows. Perhaps the loner is White River. Virtuoso goes to a room in the motel. One by one, he lays out all his tools, preparing to take out the loner. After gathering everything, he heads to the loner's room. Inside, he notices a liquor glass. Virtuoso mixes a substance into it and hides. Soon, the loner arrives and begins drinking. Virtuoso steps out, points his weapon and demands, "Tell me, who is White River?" The loner shows no fear. Calmly he replies, "I don't know any White River. I don't know anything about him." He continues drinking. As soon as he finishes the glass, he collapses with a heart attack. Virtuoso checks and realizes the man is gone, but not because of him. The loner already had a heart condition. Virtuoso searches his body for clues, hoping to confirm if this was White River. He finds nothing. He inspects the car, still nothing. At the reception desk, Virtuoso hands over the loner's card and asks for his name. After learning it, he realizes the truth. He hit the wrong man. This was not White River. His mission remains incomplete. Determined, Virtuoso regathers his tools and returns to the diner. He orders food. The same waitress appears. But Virtuoso suspects her too. What if she poisons his meal? To be sure, he follows her into the kitchen, takes the food himself, and they both sit down to eat together. While eating, Virtuoso asks her, "What do you want this evening?" She replies, "I haven't been close to a man for a long time. I want to be near someone." Hearing this, Virtuoso is unsettled. He did not expect such an answer. Virtuoso gets up and leaves. Watching him go, the waitress calls out, "I'll come to the motel to meet you." But Virtuoso walks away. At his motel room, just as he's about to enter, someone knocks on the door. He opens it. The waitress is standing there. She steps inside and begins moving close to him. Virtuoso stops her. She removes her jacket and tries to kiss him again. Virtuoso halts her once more. He searches her entire body, checking if she's carrying a weapon. But there is nothing. The waitress leans in again, trying to kiss him. Virtuoso stops her and demands, "Who do you work for? Who are you?" The waitress replies, "I'm just an ordinary girl who works in a family diner. I liked you. That's why I came here, to spend some time with you. Who do you think I am?" Virtuoso hesitates, lost in thought. The waitress grows uncomfortable with his suspicion and tries to leave quietly. Virtuoso stops her and apologizes, "I was just overthinking. You can stay." He lets her rest on the bed. As soon as she falls asleep, Virtuoso gathers all his tools and heads to Johnny's house. Moving silently, he enters. Inside, he sees Johnny's wife. Without hesitation, he fires. She retreats and hides. Johnny rushes in and opens fire on Virtuoso. Virtuoso fires back. The two exchange shots for a long time. Finally, Virtuoso pulls out his weapon and fires directly into Johnny's head. Johnny is gone. We see Johnny's wife running outside. As she escapes, she collapses unconscious on the ground. Virtuoso approaches and discovers she's been hit in the stomach. Seeing this, he turns back. Virtuoso picks up many things from the house, staging it so everyone will believe it was a burglary. Outside, a sheriff's car arrives. The sheriff steps out, but instead of calling backup, he loads his rifle and enters. Virtuoso immediately grows suspicious. Why would a sheriff act this way? Quietly, Virtuoso slips outside and searches the sheriff's car. In the trunk, he discovers the horrifying truth. The real sheriff's body is lying there. This man is an imposter, a criminal sent to eliminate someone. Virtuoso hides in his own car, waiting. Soon, the fake sheriff exits, gets into his vehicle, and drives away. Virtuoso follows. On the road, Virtuoso sees the sheriff's car smashed into a tree. The man stands on the roadside, asking for a lift. Virtuoso reluctantly stops. The sheriff approaches. Virtuoso asks, "Do you know White River?" The sheriff replies, "Yes." Virtuoso realizes the moment has come. As the sheriff reaches for his weapon, Virtuoso fires. The sheriff flees into the forest, and Virtuoso pursues. Both men take cover behind trees, exchanging fire. Finally, Virtuoso lands a shot. The sheriff falls, gone. Virtuoso calls Mentor. The mission is complete. "I want to rest now." Mentor responds, "Very good. You've done an excellent job. Go and rest." Virtuoso returns to his hotel room. Inside, he finds the waitress asleep, unclothed. He approaches, and they become intimate. Afterward, the waitress goes to the bathroom. Virtuoso notices her passport lying nearby. The name reads Blanca, but at the diner, she had introduced herself as Dixie, and even her uniform carried that name. Virtuoso recalls the bloodstains on her clothes. Suspicion rises. Before he can act, the waitress emerges, holding a weapon. She hands the weapon to Virtuoso. Gradually, he begins to understand everything. The waitress reveals the truth. All the people in that diner were operatives, hired by Mentor to eliminate Virtuoso. But Virtuoso ended them all. Now, she is pleased that she will be the one to finish him. She tells her story. That morning, she arrived at the diner. First, she eliminated the cook. Then she eliminated the real waitress. After that, she put on the waitress's clothes. Since then, she had been waiting for Virtuoso to arrive. "You came right on time," she says. "That's when my work began. Mentor told me that when I end you, you should be happy. Your life should end with happiness. That's why I became intimate with you." Virtuoso replies, "Before I go, I want to tell you something. There is food in the trunk of my car for the dog. Take it and feed him. Here's the address of my house." As soon as she hears this, the waitress fires straight into Virtuoso's head. He is gone. Afterward, she goes to his car. As promised, she takes the food and drives to Virtuoso's house deep in the jungle. The dog is still there. She feeds him. While the dog eats, she raises her weapon, ready to eliminate him too. She doesn't want any connection. She doesn't want emotion. But even after trying, she cannot bring herself to do it. Instead, she sits in Virtuoso's place. And we realize she is going to take his role. Mentor will now give her the assignments. The waitress will spend the rest of her life like Virtuoso, alone, detached, living in that house. Because this is what operatives do. Operatives never end. One falls, another takes his place. And the cycle continues. The film ends here. And that's the cold, hard reality of the professional life. One legend falls, and a new shadow rises. If you love these intense movie breakdowns, smash that like button and subscribe to Cinemaned right now. Don't miss our next deep dive. Stay safe, stay sharp, and keep watching.